Good afternoon and welcome to Night Arena. Today the SVU men's basketball team opens USA South Conference play versus the Methodist Monarchs. I'm Colby Kempen. Joining me this afternoon is Seth Hansen. Seth, today's matchup features two teams picked to finish at the bottom of the USA South, so each team will be looking to open conference play with a win.
Yeah, huge opportunity for the Knights, really for both teams. But as you said, conference play starts tonight. I mean, both teams come in with a 4-6 record. That's preseason. That's preseason. You play some tough teams. I know the Knights went up and played Richmond, so they had some tougher teams on their schedule. This is where the real season starts, and like you said, an opportunity to get off on the right foot in conference play, gain some momentum, and prove those preseason polls wrong.
Absolutely. You know, everybody, the preseason polls, coaches will preach. They don't matter, right? And, just kind of looking at some of the games, there are three opponents that are common among these two teams. Eastern Mennonite University, Randolph, Warren Wilson are three teams that they each played. And SVU went 3-0 against those teams, and Methodist went 2-1. So fairly, comparable stats there. Like you mentioned, 4 and 6 records coming into the game.
Yeah, I mean that's a good indicator. I think common opponents is a good way to gauge and have a good measuring stick. I just know when you're playing in conference, it just feels different. You can throw out the records, and it just in their minds they're 0-0. In their minds, the new season starts right now, and you're going to see the best from both teams tonight, I expect.
No, absolutely. Everybody, they do the preseason. They're looking for what works and really gearing up for the conference season, which that starts tonight.
Can't wait. It's going to be a good one.
Well, we'll go ahead and take a break here as we get ready for our prayer, national anthem, and starting lineups. And we'll be back with the opening tip in just a few minutes.
Will not be tolerated in our grounds for removal. Also, the consumption or possession of alcoholic beverages and tobacco is strictly prohibited. Please stay away from the playing area and T benches. In accordance with tradition at Southern Virginia University, we will begin with a word of prayer, which will be offered by Seth Owen, the shortstop at our SVU baseball team.
Our Father in heaven, we're grateful to bow our heads before thee and pray. We're grateful for this day, and we ask thou bless those who are participating today, that they may be in peace and safety. We're grateful for all that we have, and we ask a blessing upon all those who will be traveling home after the game, that they may be blessed with peace and safety as well. We love thee, and we say these things in thy Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Thank you. Now, if you'll please all rise and face the flag for our nation's national anthem. And now, for your starting lineups. Starting for the Monarchs. At forward, a junior, number 5, Bridget Brooks. At forward, a junior, number 10, Contavious Petallick. At guard, a junior, number 11, Almonte Daniels. At guard, a junior, number 15, Mike Key. And at guard, a junior, number 24, Trey Williams. The Monarchs are coached by head coach Aloysius Henry and assisted by Bernie Poole and Victor Gray.
Welcome back, everybody. We are just about ready for the tip-off. We'll go over the starting lineups real quick for Methodist. It will be KJ Brooks, Dontavius Petaway, Omonte Daniels, Mike Fee, and Trey Williams. For the Knights, we have Tillman Johnson, DJ Green, Jude Ballstedt, Austin Mitchell, and Hiram McConkey. Seth, one of the interesting things in this game here will be the height advantage that SVU has here with both Hiram and Austin. 6'10", 6'9". That's going to be a big advantage. The biggest player on Methodist roster is 6'4".
Yeah, definitely an advantage. It'll be interesting to see how Methodist attacks, if they're going to try to get in the lane or if they're going to live and die by the jump shot.
Austin Mitchell wins the tip, so Timmy Johnson will bring the ball up. Knights work it around the perimeter.
A good ball movement by the Knights so far. Lucky break there.
They're going to get Omonte Daniels on a foul, just 17 seconds into the game. It looked like he was playing pretty good defense, maybe just a little bit of a push.
Yeah, we definitely don't have as good of an angle as the refs do. I like the ball movement early on. Hopefully it leads to some points on this first possession.
Mitchell hands to DJ. Timmy with a good lob over the top, and Austin Mitchell opens the scoring.
There's that height advantage you were mentioning. I'm sure they'll go back to the well and try to feed that as much as they can until Methodist finds an answer to stop it.
Daniels. Methodist works it around. And there's a steal by Jude Ballstedt. He dishes to Timmy. And Timmy with the finish off the glass. 4-0 Knights.
Great finish there. Love the pass by Jude, and man, what a good finish. Good finish on the break.
Brooks working on the left wing. Up top, there's a three-point attempt by Williams. Rebound McConkey. Jude strong to the hoop, lays it up and in.
I love it. They're in attack mode right now. That's what you want to see. You want to get out to a hot start and never look back. Oh, man.
And there's Mike Fee. That's slashing across the paint.
That's as good of a finish as you're going to see. That was incredible.
Austin Mitchell holds up top. He'll hand to DJ. In the corner, Jude will pop a three, around and out. Rebounded by Methodist. And there's a good take all the way to the hoop. Dontavius Petaway scores the layup.
Some full court press right now. Methodist playing really tight defense, especially out on the perimeter. I'm a little surprised, since SVU does have the height advantage, that they have people playing out so tight, opening up some lanes inside, just like you see right there, as Tillman Johnson with the good finish.
And Methodist quickly pushes the ball up the floor, and KJ Brooks with the finish.
If they're going to keep playing the ball this far out, playing defense, picking up the man, I expect them to keep going inside. There's some room in there, but you've got to be careful with the ball with that entry pass.
Austin Mitchell hands to Timmy. DJ with a long three to beat the shot clock, and DJ.
That's just a killer if you're Methodist, because they played really good defense on that possession. It just ended up being a great shot by DJ Green.
No, it's really a killer there. You play good defense for 29 seconds and force DJ into a 26-footer, and he nails it. And there's KJ Brooks up and over DJ for the basket. No surprise that DJ, he's shooting almost 46% from beyond the arc this season.
He's having a great year. It's what you want to see as a senior. The Knights with the unfortunate pass leads to a turnover, but yeah, he's had a great year, and they're going to need that. If they want to make some noise in the conference, they're going to need DJ to really keep up this hot start.
And one of the things about DJ being able to produce is he needs the help from those around him. If the opposing defenses can just focus on DJ, it makes it really hard for him to score.
Definitely. And did you see a good shot there?
Jumper good by Omonte Daniels. It's been good to see the last several games, the Knights being able to be a little more balanced on their offensive attack. You got Hiram more into the flow of things, and Timmy, his scoring average has just kind of gone up incrementally over the past 3 weeks.
Yeah, with a roster constructed this way, that's what it's going to take. You need everyone to contribute. You don't need anyone to be a true superstar. Just play team basketball, be efficient, and play for each other.
And that will bring us to our first media timeout. 15 minutes, 34 seconds remain in the first half. SVU 11, Methodist 10. Welcome back. It is the Knights ball. Out of the timeout, Hiram with a nice jump hook from about 8 feet. Hiram McConkey breaks into the scoring column. Methodist works it around the perimeter. And there's a jump shot good by Trey Williams.
That's a really good shot. I thought Jude Ballstead had played some good defense. He had a hand up, just a better shot.
Timmy drives the paint, dishes to DJ. A little short on that three-point attempt, rebounded by Methodist. Brooks guarded by Hiram. And Brooks into the paint. 12-footer is off, rebounded by McConkey.
That good board by McConkey. I'm a little surprised how much Methodist has attacked inside. Not that it's not working for them, but I expected them to try and shoot some jumpers early on, but they're trying to establish that they can still play in the paint.
Yeah, the tough thing about that is understandable, right? They are at a disadvantage when it comes to height, as Hiram is short on a jumper, but they don't shoot well from the perimeter. You know, coming in, Methodist shoots 40% overall and just 25% from three-point territory. So they have their work cut out for them on the offensive end here today.
Yeah, and that has to be factored in for sure, and maybe that's why. I just thought, man, if you were going to make a statement and start to get hot from deep, this would be the game. But they have incredible athletes on this team, the Methodist team, and you can see them being able to finish, so they have a lot of confidence in that as well.
Stoppage in play here, and it will be Knight basketball. Methodist sets up the full court press.
It'll be interesting to see how long they go with the full court press. Can they keep it up the whole game? And what is that going to do with the Knights, who have had some turnover issues this season so far? And that obviously is why they're trying to run the press. An incredible finish by Jude Ballstead there.
No, that's exactly what I was thinking when you were talking about that pressure, is the Knights averaging almost 18 turnovers a game. And so they do have issues sometimes with the ball control. So it's a matter of how in shape is this Methodist team that they can keep up that pressure on the Knights.
Yep, and how in shape is this Knights team being able to beat the press, because it is just as difficult at times to beat it in terms of conditioning.
Dontavius Petaway with the finish. Draws Methodist back to within a point.
Loved it. Loved the pick and roll there. Great finish by the big man.
Austin Mitchell with a nice lefty layup off the glass. They're going to get Timmy with a foul. And they're going to give Fee 2 shots. And we're going to get first 2 substitutions for SVU. Ashton Davis and Luke DeVore will check in. And this talks about that height advantage once again, Seth. McConkey and Mitchell go to the bench at 6'9", 6'10", and they're replaced by Lacey and Davis, who go 6'9" and 6'7" themselves.
Right, and Davis has a little meat on him. He's going to be some power down low. Wondering if that'll change how Methodist plays this.
Davis posting up down low, double teamed. And Trey Williams with the defense will force the jump ball. And that will take us to the second media timeout. 11:58 remains in this first half. SVU leads it 17-15. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back to the barn after the tie-up before the timeout. The ball will go over to Methodist. Williams guarded by Ballstead.
that's a tough call. I thought Luke DeVore had mostly ball in that play. Good defense, too. He was in a good position.
And that foul will send KJ Brooks to the line to shoot 2. Xavier White is checked in for Methodist. Xavier White, he actually goes 6'6", so a little bit more height there than what I'd initially seen. And Brooks knocks down both free throws. And that ties the game at 17. And there is a steal there by Brooks. Methodist now with an opportunity to take their first lead here on the afternoon. Trey Williams will take a 3. That's long, rebounded by Timmy. Timmy pushes.
Yeah, good defense by SVU. You'll take those kind of shots all day. Even if he had made it, those are the kind of shots you want to force from Methodist.
And there's a little miscommunication between the SVU big guys. Ball goes out of bounds. It will go over to the Monarchs. Daniels working on DJ. And Brooks with a long jumper. That is off once again, rebounded by Timmy.
Another good defensive possession. You saw they were trying to go entry pass on the pick and roll. As you see, great finish by Tillman there, Tillman Johnson. There was great on that entry pass on that pick and roll. You saw Jude Ballstead play good help defense to shut down the pass, which swung the ball the other way and they had to take a jump shot. That's the kind of stuff you're going to want to see SVU be doing all night long.
And there's a good take to the hoop. Omonte Daniels with the finish ties the game back at 19. Good little give and go there by Ashton and DJ.
Went up strong and got the call. Feels like this game, I mean, it's tight early. You know, we're halfway through this first half. Feels like it really could come down to free throws here in the end. So hopefully SVU is on their game and ready for the challenge.
The Methodist there, a good free throw shooting team. Methodist hits their free throws about 74%. The Knights just under 73, and that's an improvement over past years. So the free throws do end up being the difference here late in the game.
You see,
both teams should have an opportunity.
Yeah, you see so many times teams just lose games. You go back and look at their free throws, and oftentimes it makes the difference between a win and a loss.
Davis knocks down his 2 free throws. Deuce Rice is checked into the game for Methodist. And there's a finish by KJ Brooks.
Go up strong.
Mason Hunter checked into the game for the Knights in the last break. He missed from close range, and a follow by Ashton is no good.
Yeah, missed opportunity by the Knights there. I thought he had an easy layup, and he had to go reverse to the left hand and just couldn't get it to fall.
Petaway working on Hunter. And they got Mason Hunter on the breakaway. Mason released on the shot attempt.
Got an opportunity to redeem himself there, thankfully, to give the Knights the lead again.
23-21, Knights with the lead. We're going to get a foul here. That's going to go on Luke Lacey. That's going to be his second. Jude Ballstedt and Hiram McConkey will check back into the game. It'll be Methodist ball along the baseline. Tomas Stevens checks in for Methodist.
That's a great hustle play. I know that it's going to remain Methodist possession, but those are the kind of plays that you love to see. Don't give him anything easy. Mason Hunter just selling out for his team right now. You love to see that kind of play.
Never a bad thing to make the opposing offense start over from the backcourt.
Exactly.
And Brooks with another drive along the baseline to score the layup. Brooks comes into this game averaging almost 14 points.
Great footwork by Ashton Davis there. Really clean play underneath. Had the size advantage and easy 2 points for the Knights.
Ashton with a size and a weight advantage there in the paint. And Ashton's going to pick up a foul here, trying to defend Xavier White. And that will bring us to the under 8 timeout. 7 minutes, 31 seconds remain in this first half. SVU leads it 25-23. Welcome back here inside the barn. 7 minutes, 31 seconds remain in the first half. Xavier White at the free throw line, shooting 2. And White hits the first. White is able to connect on both. Score is tied at 25 apiece.
They need to get an entry pass into Ashton. There you go. That's good basketball right there. They're gonna win that matchup all day with that size advantage. Great find, easy bucket.
Good look by DJ. Good pass, great entry pass. And Davis was able to catch it up over his head. Keep the ball up and put it off the glass.
That's the key. You can't put that ball on the ground in that situation. You got to go up strong with it.
Stevens misses the jumper. And they're going to get Dontavius Petaway with a foul. It'll be Knight ball. Kimmy Johnson. He'll leave it for Ashton. Ballstedt now. Another great pass by Jude into Davis, and Davis off the glass with another finish.
Great pass, great look by Judah. That's high basketball IQ. The way he took off into the lane, it looked like he was going to try to make an attempt at the bucket, but man, found Ashton for the nice pass, and the great finish by Ashton for the chance at the end one.
Good communication there. Jude knew where he was going to be, threw the ball to that area, and Ashton was able to grab it.
Yep.
Put up the shot quickly.
Yep.
Absorb the contact, and Ashton finishes the three-point play. That puts the Knights up by 5. So Ashton Davis with a great first half here. 7 points off the bench.
There you go. So you see SVU, they've done a better job in this part of the half of keeping them out of the lane. The quick turnover right there. Oh my goodness, and a great strip by Jude Ballstead there. What a play. Can he finish it? Let's go! Jude Ballstead, baby, with the 3.
Good hustle play, and he finished it off with the pull-up 3. Jude Ballstead having a great first half. And I got to correct myself. Ashton Davis now with 9 points.
9 points, that's incredible. But man, Jude Ballstead doing it on both ends of the floor. Takes it in. It looked like an easy bucket. Transition bucket for Methodist. He gets the strip, and then man, from downtown sinks the 3. Gives the Knights a 33-25 lead. You love to see it.
And that's a little bit of that scoring help that we were talking about, where here in the first half, SVU with 33 points right now, 16 of those coming between Ashton Davis and Jude Ballstead.
Yeah, you got to have it. In conference play, you're trying to build momentum. You've got to have guys step up. You can't just rely on, some of the guys like DJ Green who have had higher scoring games. You've got to play as a team. The conference has kind of shown, the preseason polls have shown they don't really believe in this Knights team all that much. So you've got to get some of these guys that are under the radar to start showing up and doing big things. And that was a perfect example, both from Ashton Davis and then Jude Ballstead on that last play.
And the great thing, we talk about a player like DJ Green, is DJ is happy being unselfish, letting the game come to him. He's happy with dishing the ball off, getting some assists. You can still count on him for good defense and rebounds as well.
Definitely. And it, like you said, it keeps him fresh for later in the game, because there's going to be a point in this game where they're going to need DJ to make a big shot, and you want him to be fresh and ready to go at that point.
There's an illegal screen called on Methodist. So they turn the ball over to the Knights. Ball step from the corner, just short. Ashton Davis with the offensive board, working hard, and the follow.
Big man doing the dirty work down low. Got to use that frame. You love it, man. Goes up strong, doesn't put the ball on the ground. Just peak basketball. That's all you can ask for.
And Ashton Davis, he's coming off his first conference award. He was Rookie of the Week for the last full season before the Christmas break. He set a career high, and now he's flirting with that career high in the first half here.
Oh man, love it. Follow up that player Rookie of the Week with another strong performance. You need it. You need it in the USA South. The Knights are going to need that presence. Looks like a shot clock malfunction. They get it sorted out here. But just like that, after a couple of big defensive plays for the Knights, up 10 points right now with 4.5 to go. Can they extend the lead right here?
Ball step, cross court to DJ. And DJ's pass goes off of the backboard, recovered by Jude.
Man, great.
Quick ball movement, Jude to Mason Hunter, and Mason quickly to Hiram McConkey, and Hiram with the finish.
Fast hands by Mason Hunter. He knew what he was doing. Once that ball touched his hands, that was incredible.
And they're going to get Timmy there just with a bit of a reach. That's going to be his second foul. Methodist ball along the baseline. It's going to be our first chance to see Matthew Hill on the floor today. Talk about three-point shooters, Matthew Hill shooting over 52% on the season from beyond the arc.
Love it. Let's see if he's got it here tonight.
Good offense there by the Monarchs. Dontavius Petaway with the finish. SVU maintains the 10-point lead. There's a turnover taken away by Mike Fee. He finds Trey Williams for the basket.
Great help defense there by Mike Fee. If they're going to have these entry passes and you have that height advantage, you've got to have somebody on the other side playing help defense. It's the only answer to something like that.
DJ with a long three, around and out, rebounded by Jude. Jude's follow, no good. Hiram with the rebound. He's going to be fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. Foul will go against Brian Bullock, his first, and that will bring us to a timeout. 3 minutes, 7 seconds remaining in this first half. SVU leads at 37-29 over the Monarchs. Welcome back into Knight Arena, where SVU currently leads Methodist 37-29. Hiram McConkey will go to the line shooting two. I'm Colby Kemp along with Seth Hansen. And Seth, just looking at some stats here, the story of this game so far are rebounds. SVU out rebounding 12-4 with 4 offensive rebounds.
And that just speaks to, what we talked about in pregame, just the height advantage. But, rebounding is a skill. You see a lot of big guys get out-rebounded at times, and it's good to see the Knights' size, doing its part, exactly what you want to see.
Both teams shooting very well. SVU 16 of 24, so almost 67%, and Methodist 12 of 21 at 57%.
Yeah, both teams having success on the offensive end. It'll be interesting to see. You see all the time the last couple minutes of the first half, the first couple minutes of the second half, there's so many momentum shifts that can go as teams start thinking about halftime, and this is a time where you want SVU to really lock in and try to extend this lead and not get lazy. And right on cue, an unfortunate turnover. I jinxed them. That was my fault.
Off the hands of Abe Connolly and out of bounds. Methodist ball. Knights lead it 38-29 after Hiram converted 1 of 2 free throws. And even with those shooting percentages being so high, that doesn't mean the teams aren't playing good defense. We are seeing a lot of hustle and a lot of aggressive play out there on the floor.
Yeah, I was going to mention, I feel like both teams are playing with really good, high energy, both ends of the floor. You can tell this means a lot. You can tell this is the opening game for conference play and how much this game means to each team.
Connolly, top of the key, they're going to get him shuffling his feet with the travel. That'll be a turnover to Methodist. And we also mentioned this, top of the broadcast, Seth. Right now, turnovers, I believe that's the 8th for SVU. Only 2 by Methodist, so that is one thing we talked about. Knight's got to take care of the ball, and they haven't done that as well as they would like to here in the first half, even though they have the 9-point lead.
Great steal there. Great help defense and just understanding and anticipating the entry pass. But yeah, that's going to be the story for SVU. They're going to go as far as their ball security will take them. You can't live with averaging 18 turnovers as they have so far this season.
Ball step up top to Hiram.
Good defense by Methodist here. This is going to force a turnover.
And this is Brooks, and he'll dish. And there's a finish. Trey Williams, he's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot one.
Good decision there by Brooks to find the pass. Brooks is a guy that can finish at the hoop, but it was smart of him to make the extra pass. And, man, a really unfortunate foul there for DJ Green. Just going to give Methodist some life here in the final minute before halftime.
Williams to the line, looking to complete the three-point play. Williams misses the free throw, the Knights rebound, and Coach Bevel asks for a timeout as he wants to discuss strategy here for the final 50 seconds here of this first half. You mentioned Methodist, they've cut into the lead a little bit.
Ideally here, you got 50 seconds on the clock. You can come down, get a bucket, get a stop, and have a chance for a final shot to push it above 10 if you don't hit a three. But it just, like, this is what we're talking about. You get in the last couple minutes of the half, guys know it's halftime, like subconsciously, sometimes you'll start playing different, you'll start easing up, knowing halftime's here, and you can see some mistakes. I think this is a good timeout by Coach. It's a good chance. Like, we have to get a bucket here. We've got to try to push this. Do not give them an opportunity to cut it to 5 or less.
They'd love to convert 2 shots. You know, they got a 2-for-1 situation here. They score 2 buckets, play defense for 1 good possession. You know, maybe go into the locker room ahead in double digits.
It's double digits. That's kind of the magic number going into halftime. That's what you're shooting for every game.
Jude ball step, and Jude hits the three-pointer. Wasn't sure there if it was 2 or 3.
His foot was on the line. Now you need some tough defense from SVU so you can get the ball back. Final shot and go up at least 10 going into half. Not an easy task though.
Methodist short on a 3-point attempt, rebounded by Abe Connolly. And the Knights will pull it out for 1 last shot. 10 seconds remaining in the half.
Let's see what DJ Green can cook up here before halftime.
And DJ dumps it down to Hiram. Wow. And they are going to give a foul against Brian Bullock. And that'll send Hiram McConkey to the line to shoot 2.
Wow, when DJ Green went and started to make his move, you could tell he was smothered. I don't know how he found Hiram underneath, and Hiram got it up before the clock ran out. I thought they were out of time, but man, what a break for the Knights. And a smart play by DJ Green. I thought he was going to try to force the shot up, and instead he was able to dish the ball and make something happen.
So Hiram knocks down the first of 2, and right now he has the opportunity to help the Knights go into the locker room with a 12-point lead at the half.
Yeah, it's gone as good as you could have hoped after this, after that timeout. Now with a 12-point lead.
Hiram knocks them both down. There's 0.6 seconds left on the clock. Methodist just has time to inbound. A long shot doesn't go in, and that brings us to the half with the Knights leading 43-31. So, Seth, a great first half there played by SVU.
It's kind of a weird first half because great basketball from both sides, and for the first 15 minutes of the half, 12 minutes of the half, it was like tied game, tied back and forth, and then all of a sudden there were a few defensive plays. Methodist missed a few shots and the Knights capitalized on the other end. All of a sudden you look up and it's a 12-point lead. It doesn't, if I'm being honest, it doesn't feel like SVU should have a 12-point lead, but they've made the most of these opportunities at the end of the half. And like we said, they came out, they had 50 seconds when they took that timeout, and they made the most. They got 5 points out of it, extended their lead by 5 points. So I love it. I mean, as a SVU, alum and fan, I'm excited to see, this lead and see what they can do coming out after half.
A great half. Like we said, both teams shooting very well. SVU ends the half at 68% for the first half, 17 of 25, and Methodist shooting 13 of 25 for 52%. So a lot of offense, but that doesn't mean we haven't seen defense. We have seen some pretty good defense.
Yeah, no, you've seen a lot of hustle defense, a lot of help defense. I think your message, if you're coach going into halftime for SVU, is look, we're shooting lights out right now. We are not going to bank on shooting that high of a percentage in the second half because that's just how basketball goes. But we have to keep being smart with the ball. We got to keep playing tough defense and not assuming we're just going to come out and continue to shoot lights out. We've got to play fundamental basketball.
Keep moving the ball. I just looked one last time real quick. 13 assists for the Knights in the first half.
You love it.
They're moving the ball very well.
Need that. Moving the ball, good ball movement opens up high percentage shots. And, 12-point lead, you love to see it. Keep that going, and hopefully it's a good finish for the Knights here.
Well, we'll go ahead and take a break for halftime. Once again, SVU leads Methodist 43-31. We'll be back with the second half.
Introducing Sport Performance. But not just this. They told you to choose books or the ball, the classroom or the court, but that was never you. You study like it's your playbook, you train like it's your thesis, your body's in motion, your mind's building the future. Because greatness isn't just in the stats, it's in your discipline, your character, your purpose. Master your sport, master yourself. This is Sport Performance at Southern Virginia University.
Not gonna lie, something special is happening here. You can't quite put your finger on it, but when you're here, you can feel it. Whether it's in the classroom, or on campus, or stepping into your unique spotlight, you'll find a place where you truly belong. This place is more than just lectures and exams. It's about constructing your story, helping you discover your path in a world of possibilities. Maybe it's our close-knit community, our Christ-centered mission, or the way the Blue Ridge Mountains feel like home. We excel at being a place where every idea, every step, and every moment bring you closer to the future you're meant to create. They say big things come in small packages. We couldn't agree more. Because here's a little secret. The best life is the nightlife. Come be a part of it.
Welcome back into the barn where SVU is hosting the Methodist Monarchs here in the first USA South Conference game for both teams. SVU leads after the first half, 43-31. And Seth, we talked about it a little bit going into the break. The Knights really did a good job of sharing the ball and in a balanced scoring attack in that first half.
Yeah, great ball movement, great offense. I mean, still probably too many turnovers, but great ball movement. You see Jude Ballstead taking care of business. You saw Asha Davis with 11 points in that first half, incredible. And you'd like to see them come out with that same energy, same style of ball movement and offense. These first couple minutes in the second half are always critical.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Bevel wouldn't like us making excuses for the turnovers, but when you move the ball around that much, you're bound to throw it away, or it's at risk.
Yeah,
right?
yep.
But still, you got to do a better job. And just like that, the Knights turn it over, leads to a layup for Methodist to open the scoring here in the second half.
Yeah, I think when you have a lead like this, you want long offensive possessions. You got Jude Ballstead doing the dirty work, just gets under the rim to get a good offensive rebound and earns himself 2 free throws. I think, as I was saying, though, as you have a 10-point lead at this point in the half, I think you want to see long possessions and efficient scoring and being really protective of that basketball.
So Jude goes to the line after the offensive rebound. He hits the first of 2. Jude knocks both free throws down.
You see SVU coming out with kind of a soft press, not super full court, but they are trying to challenge the pick up the ball in the backcourt. Hopefully, to cause a turnover or two here early, maybe they can steal some points.
Methodist, another bucket.
Good handles there by Tillman. They're pressing him pretty good in that front court.
Jude on the left wing, looking for Austin Mitchell. And on that pass across the court, the ball hit the rim. The shot clock didn't reset.
Good.
And the referees blow the whistle. Takes a 3-pointer away from Tillman Johnson.
Dang, yeah, that the scores table didn't help out the Knights there. Would have been a good deep 3 there by Johnson. But possession remains SVU, thankfully.
Now, if they reset the shot clock, Timmy may not have been taking that shot from about 30 feet out,
really
trying to beat the shot clock.
Really fair play.
Hiram.
There we go.
Austin Mitchell picks up the loose ball and throws it down.
Big man just decides he's going to take care of business, not even opting for a layup. He just shows that height, that explosiveness, and a statement dunk by SVU on that possession.
47-35, the Knights lead it. KJ Brooks misses the 3-point attempt. Methodist still yet to connect on a 3-pointer.
And that is going to be the recipe to finish out this game for SVU. You do not want them to get easy buckets. You want to force them. As they draw the charge on that drive there by Methodist, you want to force them to just keep shooting. Until they can prove that they can hit from deep, you need to pack the lane. Don't give them any drives to the bucket, and just force them to take deep jumpers.
And there's Hiram McConkey drawing the offensive foul from Dontavius Petaway. Knights keeping up their aggressive play here in the second half.
Still dominating on the boards too, a 19-6 advantage for the Knights.
Hiram up top, guarded by Brooks. Bill hand to Timmy.
Good entry pass there. Got to get the finish, but that's the kind of look they're hoping for.
Hiram just a little short on that jump hook. But again, a good offensive possession. Like you said, they wound the clock down and got a good high percentage shot near the end of the shot clock. Trey Williams with the bucket for Methodist. Williams with the help defense knocks it out of bounds. It'll be SVU ball. Timmy to throw it in from the baseline. Hiram's going to try a three. A little long.
I love the confidence Hiram has. Not only that, the play before he tried to go baseline with the drive as the ball got knocked away from him, but he's playing with confidence right now. He needs to continue to be a presence as it's a 10-point lead now with 16 minutes to go.
Well, you might not look at Hiram and think he's a real threat from beyond the arc. He's 5 of 13 on the season, so he's shooting 38.5%.
I'll take it from my big man.
Trey Williams around and out with a three-point attempt. Rebounded by SVU. Timmy pushes the ball up court.
Had the cut there to DJ Green. He passed it up, but now he's got to take a deep shot.
And DJ drains another long three-point attempt.
Oh my
As the
goodness.
shot clock was winding down again.
Just when you need him most, he comes up big for you. What a shot by DJ Green. And then the Knights get the turnover on the other end. But wow, that's big time, because I felt like they made a mistake not giving it to him when he was cutting to the hoop, but then he comes around and they find him and he bails him out on that possession.
And that's a good thing about DJ. We talked a little bit about it in the first half. He's always working. You know, he didn't get that ball in the initial cut, but he circled back around, and he doesn't need a lot of space or a lot of time to put up a three-point attempt.
Yeah, and it was perfect. Bottom of the net, just huge from your leader, who's having statistically he's having a quiet game so far, but maybe we'll see him heat it up here in the second half. But like we've talked about, they've got a 12-point lead. He's had quiet kind of game because he's had guys like Ashton Davis and Jude Ballstead stepping up big, so he hasn't needed to force it. But we'll see what happens here and what kind of mentality he has and how aggressive he decides to be.
Yeah, I think you can see that he was definitely a focal point of the Methodist game plan. How do we keep DJ under wraps? And maybe the surprising thing is about the people that have stepped up. Jude Ballstead with 12 points. Ashton Davis, we talked about 11 points in the first half.
Sure, and as any good coach, as they're devising a defensive game plan, yeah, of course you're going to try to target DJ Green and try to shut him down and bet and dare these other guys to beat you. And so far, they've had guys step up. It's been great. So interesting to see what they do to counteract and if they try to focus more on some other guys in the second half.
Ashton Davis is checked in to the game. DJ short on a three-point attempt from the corner. And Methodist comes out running. KJ Brooks to the hoop, and he scores it. Brooks with his 14th point of the afternoon. He leads all scorers. They're going to get Trey Williams on a push. The foul on Williams will be his second.
Great finish. Great find and a great finish by Hiram McConkey there.
And that wasn't really an inbounds play. That was, hey, we got the ball on the baseline. Hiram post up. We're going to throw it up top.
Yep.
You grab it and finish.
Yep. Strong kept the ball up high and had a nice touch around the glass.
And Brooks loses the ball as he goes up. That'll go out of bounds. It'll be Knight ball. 52-39, Knights with a 13-point lead.
And we've talked about I would not be in a hurry here if I were the Knights. I am just fine milking the clock, trying to get it down low.
There's really no reason to not get into your offense every possession here in the second half.
Exactly. You want to, be coming down to the end of the shot clock as Hiram fires up another one, a little bit long.
And there's Jude Ballstedt. He's going to get whistled for the foul. Jude doesn't love the call, but a little bit of a swipe from behind. You're always at risk of maybe picking that up.
Sure, but man, Jude is everywhere. He's had a great game, making his presence felt, and he's just scrappy. And like you need that. You got to have a guy that's going to be scrappy, that's going to just annoy the other team, never let you have anything easy, and that's hopefully going to be contagious and spread to other players on this roster.
And Jude is definitely scrappy, definitely gritty, and that's his first foul of the game. So nothing wrong with that.
Right on cue, he picks up his second. Tough call. The SVU bench doesn't like it, thought it was a charge, but they tag him with another. It's going to send Methodist to the line.
Dontavius Petaway will go to the line to shoot two. Yeah, like you mentioned, it looked like he had pretty good position there.
That is so tough for any referee. It's such a bang-bang call, happened that fast, so tough. Sometimes they go your way, sometimes they don't.
Jude's having a lighthearted conversation with the referee here near midcourt. He appears maybe a little less upset at the call now with a little bit of an explanation.
Yeah, for sure. Tough, I was going to say, tough miss for Methodist there. They want to get back into this game. They can't afford to go 50% from the free throw line. They need to be knocking down both.
Jude with the ball in the logo. Ashton slings it to DJ. DJ with a tough drive to the hoop.
My favorite part of that possession was him yelling for Ashton Davis, get out of the way, and I'm taking this thing, and man, did he finish. That was awesome. Tough long rebound to give up there.
And Brooks with the miss, rebounds his miss with the fall, a little wild, and that's rebounded by SVU. Mason Hunter for three, and Mason knocks down his first 3 points of the afternoon.
Mike Butta just caught it, went up with the shot, bottom of the net, man, pushes them to 17-point lead with 12 and a half minutes to go.
Check that, Mason had that easy layup in the first half, so but his first 3-pointer of the afternoon.
Yeah, that was smooth. Good find, too, on the pass and making the most of it. You love to see it.
And you mentioned DJ hollering at Ashton Davis to get out of the lane there. You know, we've talked about that's a matchup they've been looking for. You know, they want the big guys to be able to own the paint, but that speaks to DJ's basketball IQ, where he had a matchup that he wanted and knew that he could get to the hoop.
Yeah, and knowing that just the way they're playing, that if Ashton moves out, and Ashton's been a force, they can't just ignore him. So Ashton clearing way in the lane is for sure going to draw that defender to play pretty tight on him. And DJ, you know, finishing with the left hand, it was smooth. And that's what he does. That's what he does. He's just a great athlete, like you mentioned, high basketball IQ. And you'll let DJ make that decision 10 times out of 10 if you're the coach.
So you mentioned, Seth, the Knights hot shooting in the first half. It has cooled a little bit here in the second half. They're down to 29% just in the second half, which has cooled them overall. 59%.
Sure. But you can just bet on it. I mean, when you're shooting really hot, it's going to come down just because basketball is a game of there's a law of averages here. But you can control the things you can control, which is your effort on defense and protect the ball when you do have it on offense. And their shooting percentage is down, but their lead is up, so something's working for them right now.
Trey Williams working on DJ. He'll dump it to Brooks. And Brooks knifes his way through the lane and finishes with the left hand.
Brooks is really impressive around the rim. He's got so much body control, so much touch. He's just a fun basketball player to watch. I've really enjoyed seeing him play as he's trying to will his team back here and kind of make a comeback. They're down 15 right now.
There's DJ. And Ashton Davis battling. Gets the green miss. Misses his first attempt. Gets a second. And he's fouled. So he'll go to the line to shoot two. So Ashton Davis just maintaining a great effort today this afternoon.
Doing all the dirty work there. As he's going to earn 2 free throws after he earned 2 offensive rebounds on that possession. I know he'd like to finish those, but the effort, man, you control that effort. He hasn't quit tonight, and he's paid off. He's seen the rewards of it.
They're having a great afternoon here. Well, we'll go ahead and take a quick break. 11:34 left in the second half. 57-42, Southern Virginia. Welcome back inside the barn here. Colby Kemp and Seth Hansen on the call this afternoon. Ashton Davis was fouled just before the timeout, so he is at the line shooting 2.
It's nice to see your big man hit some free throws. Hopefully knocks down the second one, but as he does, it's a skill you got to have, man. You got to be able to play under the bucket. You're going to get fouled a lot. You need to capitalize on your free throws.
Well, Ashton, he's a good free throw shooter. When you brought that up, I was like, he's been hitting them pretty good, and I looked it up. 89% from the line this year.
You can't ask for more than that, especially you're going to play that physical underneath.
Which makes you very dangerous as a post player.
Yep.
Because it means, you're in the post, they're going to have to body up and play tough, which means you're going to the line.
Yep. Yeah, it puts you in a bind. You're not sure how aggressive you actually want to play them. Ooh, what a defensive play by Brooks. I thought Ashton Davis had an easy layup, but great play by Brooks for Methodist.
Now, Brooks is just a very athletic player.
I mean, he can jump out of the gym. You can see that every time he goes to the hoop. And I appreciate his hustle. That wasn't his man. He came from the other side. That was really heads-up play by him.
Yeah, he's only 6'3", but he plays much taller than that.
Much bigger, yeah.
Not with just the way he jumps, but also the length that he has. Oh, Jade rather slips. Able to get the ball to Mason Hunter. And they're going to get Abe Connolly on a foul as they're going to the looking for the rebound.
Kind of a weird sequence there. SVU was trying to get a timeout after the slip. Looked like they might have had a chance at an open bucket, and then kind of an unfortunate play. Guy comes down with a rebound, and Abe Connolly was just kind of in the wrong place at the wrong time, and it ends up at a foul. Just an unfortunate way it played out for them.
So Methodist will inbound the ball, down by 17. 10.5 minutes left in the game. Tomas Stevens onto the floor for Methodist. And Stevens knocks down a little 10-foot floater.
Yeah, that was an impressive finish there.
Deuce Rice also on the floor for the Monarchs. Joined by Brian Bullock, KJ Brooks, and also Ron Jones. The 5 on the floor for SVU. Jude Ballstedt, Abe Connolly, Timmy Johnson, Mason Hunter, and Ashton Davis. Dontavius Petaway checks in. And Jude's inbounds pass, looking for Ashton Davis, is too high.
Yeah, tough pass. He had Ashton under the bucket there. Just not quite enough length from Ashton Davis. Oh my goodness, send it into the cheap seats, big man.
Ashton Davis with authority on the block.
Making a statement. He owns the paint tonight. Ashton Davis continues his strong game both on the offense and defensive side of the court. That was impressive. I love it.
Stevens misses the 15-foot jumper. Knights push the ball up the floor. Down low to Davis. Davis with the finish.
You reward the big man, comes up with a big block on the defensive side of the court. Reward him down low, gets an easy bucket to extend that scoring total tonight.
Deuce Rice for 3, and he hits. That's Methodist's first three-pointer of the afternoon.
And that's been their Achilles heel. If they'd hit more of those outside shots, they're only shooting, if they're shooting a jumper, it's been a 3, and they just have been ice cold from out there. And that's kind of been the difference in the game.
Got a mismatch down low. Methodist able to scramble and avoid. Yeah, Tomas Stevens trying to guard Ashton Davis there. And Brian Bullock drains a three-pointer for Methodist, so they're heating up from beyond the arc.
That's tough. You don't want to see that if you're SVU. Got to make sure you don't give them any open looks.
And Methodist ties the ball up, and they're going to get the ball. Just like that, Methodist has cut the lead from 17 down to 11, and now they have possession to try and cut it to under 10 points.
It's the power of the 3-ball. If you start heating up and you play some defense, I mean, momentum is the realest thing in sports, let me tell you, and they've got it right now. They need a tough defensive stop here. Good feet by Abe Connolly there. Oh, goodness, that's a tough call.
They're going to get Ashton Davis saying that he bumped into Ron Jones from behind as Jones was going up.
That is tough, man. I mean, if you want to call the body, I guess, but he was straight up.
And Jones knocks down the first of 2. Jones gets 1 of 2, so the Knights' lead is down to 10.
They need a good possession here. They don't rush it. They need a bucket. Let's eat a little clock. Good decision by DJ Green. Unfortunate miss. It was a good decision. He had Jude in the corner.
Yeah, Jude had a good look at a three-pointer. Methodist short on a three-point attempt by Bullock. Jones to the basket. Ball's knocked away and out of bounds.
Good defense there. You can see it. Methodist has kind of gotten SVU out of their rhythm. They had a nice rhythm going. They've kind of broken that up and developed a rhythm for themselves here. It's going to be an interesting 7.5 minutes to go. They still hold a 10-point lead, but they can feel themselves getting back into this game.
Methodist with a little momentum. We'll go ahead and take this TV timeout. We'll be back in just a few moments. Welcome back inside Knight Arena. We have 7 minutes, 37 seconds remaining in the game. SVU currently leads Methodist 61-51. Methodist to inbound from the baseline. Stevens, 15-footer from the baseline, around and out.
Man, that's tough.
And as Davis, or McConkey rather, was falling out of bounds, said his foot was on the line, so the ball's going to stay with Methodist. Bullock for three, around and out. Goes off McConkey. Once again, the Knights unable to secure the rebound. And that's going to give another opportunity to Methodist. Finally, Jude.
Oh my goodness, he called that a jump ball? He is getting wrapped up and bear hugged right there. I mean, I'll give him, I don't have as good of an angle, but what it looked like from here is he's getting the old bear hug. Luckily, it stays SVU's possession, but that's a tough break, man.
Good outlet. Timmy Jude to the hoop. And he's going to be fouled there by Tomas Stevens.
I know we've been preaching like, hey, you need to milk the clock and set up your offense. I'm glad Jude Ballstead on that possession decided to go to the hoop because they needed something to break this up and bring some momentum back to them.
Well, in Methodist, they've definitely notched up their defense a little bit, so they're overplaying a little bit.
Yep.
So when you overplay, you have the opportunity to go to the hoop a little bit more.
That's right. That's right. And I think, that's, to me, that's a high basketball IQ play, knowing what his team needed in that moment.
Jude knocks down both free throws, so he's got 14 points now. Comes up with a deflection there in the backcourt. Methodist able to recover. Deuce Rice for three. That's off the rim. Rebounded by Tillman Johnson.
Strong rebound right there. That was important. Oh, and they're going to get a push on Jude. I think we're settling in for a chaotic last 6.5 minutes here. in a good way. You got it's just, you can feel the desperation from Methodist to try to get back into this. You can feel it from SVU trying to hold on to this lead, and this is good basketball. I like it.
Rice unable to connect. Of course, Rice had to try and shoot that over Ashton Davis.
It's a tough task for sure.
Rice goes 5'6", trying to get that up and over the 6'9" Ashton Davis. And they're going to get a foul there on Dontavius Petaway. And that will put Hiram McConkey on the line, shooting 2. Amonte Daniels checks into the game for Methodist. McConkey able to convert 1 of 2 on that trip to the line.
Gets the second one, pushes it to 13. You just don't want to see any three-pointers. I know they haven't shot real well from 3. Another big block by Ashton Davis. But you don't want to give them any open looks. Just play good, solid defense.
So the referees call a timeout to reset the shot clock, saying that on the block and the save, that would reset back to 20 on the shot clock. Stevens, three-point attempt. That's off, rebounded there by Amonte Daniels, and Dontavius Petaway gets the rebound. Goes up, makes the basket, and he'll go to the line for the three-point play.
That's a really athletic play by Petaway there. Great finish. I thought SVU got bailed out because they gave up that open 3 there, but then Petaway has a chance to finish off the three-point play anyway.
Free throw attempt around and out. Knights have an 11-point lead, 64-53. 5:25 left in the game. Ooh. And they're going to get Bullock on the foul, going over the top of Davis. And Ashton Davis will head to the line.
Yeah, that's tough. If you're reaching in between from behind his back, it's going to be it's going to be a foul most of the time.
Davis stays perfect from the free throw line, 6 of 6. It's his 16th point. And Ashton now, every point just increases his career high total. And I avoid the broadcaster jinx there, able to knock down both free throws.
I was waiting for it. He's tied now with Brooks for Methodist for all scorers for this game. Just a really impressive outing right now from Ashton Davis.
Brooks for 3, and Brooks hits. That cuts the lead to 10.
You're going to definitely see some intense full court press right now. Not that you haven't before, but if they're going to make a move and try to have a comeback here, it's got to start now. not what you want to see in that spot.
Methodist intercepts the long pass. Stevens into the paint, and he hits the floater.
Just like that, it's an 8-point lead. I would everything I could to protect the ball here, but it's tough when they're playing that kind of defense.
Knights really having a problem here, trying to break this pressure from the Monarchs. Knights are able to get over mid-court, get into their offense. Jude drives to the basket.
Oh my goodness!
And he's fouled. He'll go to the line.
Oh my goodness, Jude Ballstead. I thought it was a good decision to turn down the three, but man, he got up. He almost was dunking that basketball. It was incredible.
Yeah, it looked like his lane may have been cut off a little bit, but Jude with a little athleticism goes up and over, absorbs the contact, and is able to finish. And he's long on his free throw. So the lead is at 10 as we come up on 4 minutes left in the game. Stevens into the paint, dumps it, it's picked up by Bullock, and Bullock with the bucket.
That last bucket is too easy for Methodist. You've got to get somebody in that guy's face. I know he made a nice pass, but then he had just a wide open look. You've got to get somebody's hand in his face.
The ball goes out of bounds. It'll come back to SVU after the break. We've got 3 minutes and 45 seconds left. It's 68-60. SVU leads it. Welcome back here to the barn. After that, the Knights, they will inbound from back court, and they have 4 seconds to get the ball across midcourt. Get it into DJ, and DJ's able to quickly get it across. Looking for Ashton. Goes off his hand. And Bullock drives to the hoop with the bucket.
Got away, it looked like, with a little forearm shiver there. Ref didn't call it, so now it's a 6-point lead, and SVU desperately needs a bucket to kind of calm this down.
McConkey to the hoop. It's knocked away from behind by Bullock. So it'll be Knights basketball on the baseline. 13 seconds left on the shot clock.
Good ball fake by Hiram there. Just a nice defensive play to recover by Methodist.
Hiram in the paint. Throws up a shot. Ashton Davis right there to put it up and in.
Probably not your first choice in terms of a shot in that situation. Thankfully, though, Ashton Davis was under the hoop.
Bullock's three is off, rebounded by Timmy. Timmy with the ball into the paint. They're going to get a foul. That's going to go on Petaway. So Timmy will go to the line to shoot 2.
Big opportunity here to push it back to 10.
Timmy shoots at just over 71% from the free throw line on the year. First one, around and out. Tough break.
Lane violation.
And they're going to get Ashton Davis getting it into the lane just a little too early. You always hate to see that happen. It's your own guy at the free throw line shooting. You know the pattern, you know his routine.
Yep. Great defense by Hiram there.
Stevens working on DJ, and that's going to send Stevens to the line to shoot 1-on-1. Stevens on the year shoots it at 86% from the line.
Man, what a swing. They were about to be up 10 again, and all of a sudden, if he knocks this down, it's a 6-point game with 2:18 left. You're far from comfortable if you're SVU.
Ball in to Davis. Knights get it across midcourt. Timmy going to the hoop. A reach in and a foul is called. That's going to go against Ron Jones. So Timmy, once again, heads to the line to shoot 2.
And what did we say? This game is going to come down to free throws.
Johnson hits the first. Johnson misses the second. 7-point lead. SVU lead has it. Good defense, DJ.
Great hustle by DJ Green.
DJ's able to knock it away. But it goes out of bounds off DJ. Two minutes remain. SVU leads it by 7. Amante Daniels to Stevens. He'll take the 3-point attempt. That's off. Rebounded by Ashton. And that foul will go against Bullock, and that'll be his 5th.
Ashton continuing his strong game, making his presence felt, has a chance to hit the 20-point mark here. He's sitting at 19, leading he's tied, with Brooks for all scorers. But if he can hit 20 here, it'd put him in the lead.
Bullock leaves the game with 7 points and 2 rebounds. Davis misses his first of the evening. He's 7 of 8 from the line now. Ashton knocks down the second of 2 to hit the 20-point mark. Daniels for 3, that's off, rebounded by DJ. Knights get it up across midcourt in the hands of Timmy Johnson.
Good decision there by Johnson. Pull it back. Let's eat some clock.
Ball knocked out of bounds by Daniels. 18 seconds left on the shot clock. SVU will inbound.
Need a good inbound pass here.
Into McConkey. And McConkey is fouled. So Hiram will go to the line to shoot 2. First free throw comes off. Hiram hits 1 of 2. The lead's at 9. Brooks with a good pass. And SVU unable to pick up the loose ball. Foul will go against DJ. And that is Trey Williams, who was able to pick up the loose ball, score the basket, and now he'll go to the line to shoot 1. Looking for the 3-point play. Williams hits the free throw. And Coach Henry's going to call a timeout following the free throw with his team trailing by 6. SVU leads at 73-67. We'll be back after this timeout. Welcome back to Knight Arena. Knight's inbound along the baseline. Jude inbounds to Ashton. Timmy will bring it across midcourt, guarded by Stevens. Under a minute to play. Knights lead it by 6. DJ with the ball, 6 seconds on the shot.
Gotta get it up.
And Timmy Johnson beats the shot clock with a 3-pointer.
Big time Timmy, that was huge.
That extends the lead for SVU out to 9 points. Referees are putting a little bit of time back on the clock. 41.6 seconds will be left.
They haven't changed the score yet. Oh, there they go. Yeah, huge shot there. Can't overstate it.
Ball knocked away by Timmy. Methodist recovers. Stevens to the hoop, misses. Methodist rebounds. Trey Williams misses a 3-point attempt. Rebounded by DJ Green. Ball into the front court, and Williams will foul ball step. So Jude will go to the line to shoot 2. You know, that 3-point attempt by Timmy, the shot clock was winding down, but Timmy was unfazed. He took his time, set his feet, got the shot up.
He even took like an extra dribble, and I thought that was a mistake, but what do I know? He's the one sinking threes at the biggest moments.
I agree. When he made that little slide step dribble, I was like, oh no.
Oh no, what are you doing? But man, he shut me up quick. That was awesome.
Jude knocks down the first free throw. Extends the lead to 10. And Jude knocks down both free throws. Knights now own an 11-point lead. Three-point attempt by Methodist is off, and Coach Henry calls the players off. And SVU, they're going to open USA South Conference play with a 78-67 win over the Methodist Monarchs.
That was, start to finish, really great play by the Knights. Good shooting, good energy, really good defense. That's exactly how you can't draw it up any better for the most part in terms of starting off conference play. And you hope, they can carry this momentum to the rest of their schedule. The size definitely, showed up 16-5 in terms of rebounds in favor of the Knights. And, had some unsung heroes in this game, too. DJ Green only had 8 points, and he's been their leading scorer, but you really had big games from Ashton Davis and Jude Ballstead.
Yep, Ashton Davis. He finishes with 20 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Jude Ballstead gets 18 points, 4 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 assists. Timmy Johnson with an all-around ball game as well. 10 points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds. And DJ, we talked about this a little bit. DJ, 8 points, but also 3 assists, 7 rebounds, and really steadied the ship, especially there in the last 4 or 5 minutes when Methodist was really applying that full court pressure.
Yeah, he's your leader. He's the one you're going to count on, and that doesn't always mean points. That means just making the right play in the right moments. But this is a recipe for success for SVU. If they want to have success in the USA South this year, this is the kind of stat line you want to see. You want to see 4 guys with double digits. Ashton Davis, who's coming off the bench, scores 20 points for you, and that doesn't even, speak to what he does otherwise. It's just his physical presence in the lane is just so strong. If they're going to play this kind of basketball, you got to like their chances to at least make some noise in the conference this year.
Absolutely. That's the type of effort that they need, a little bit of that inside out, because almost every night in USA South Conference play, SVU has the height advantage. Not many teams have the front line that starts that can compete with the height of Mitchell and McConkey.
Yep.
But then when you go to your second line where you've got Ashton Davis, Luke DeVore, you don't find teams that have 4 or 5 big guys that are 6'6" and taller.
Exactly. And, as in terms of scoring goes, too, DJ Green is going to get his when he, that's just the kind of player he is. So as you get guys getting more comfortable and being able to add to their totals too, you don't have to worry about DJ because he knows when he's going to need to push and get the buckets. And like we saw at the end of the game, just make the right play. But they've got to continue to get the most out of some of these other guys. And if they're going to, again, like I'm just repeating myself, sound like a broken record. If this is how they're going to play in conference play, I think it's going to be a really exciting season for the Knights.
No, very good all-around game. 4 nights in double figures. The interesting thing is DJ Green wasn't one of them.
Yeah.
Just a great effort by so many of the players and a real team game where, they battled in all facets of the game. Defense, points in the paint. They got, they didn't hit a lot of 3-pointers tonight, but the ones that they did were pretty timely.
Yep.
When it comes down to it.
Yep. When you're the underdog and you're picked in preseason to, finish as low as they were, it's you against the world. You got to lean on each other. You've got to trust each other, and you've got to find that magic, that chemistry that they had tonight. And you got to build on this and just keep it rolling.
So Southern Virginia, they open USA South Conference competition with a victory over the Methodist Monarchs. We want to thank everybody for joining us this afternoon for the 78-67 victory. Our next broadcast is going to be Tuesday afternoon at 2 p.m. as SVU continues USA South competition as they will host Brevard College. Brevard picked number 3 in the conference preseason poll. So it goes without saying that the competition level will only get tougher from here. When you start with, the other team that was picked near the bottom, you're going to see tougher and tougher as the season goes on.
Sure. And Brevard, great. It's going to be a great measuring stick. You're going to get to know, like, okay, we had a huge win, 11-point win. Can we follow that up with another strong performance? Can Ashton Davis continue to make his presence felt? Can Jude Ballstead continue to just be this, like, pain in your opponent's side? Can they keep this level of play going? And it starts with Brevard. That's going to be a great matchup. Can't wait to see, just what happens and can they make a statement in the conference.
Thanks again for joining us. We hope everybody's having a great start to 2026. We'll say Happy New Year to everybody. And for Seth Hansen and all of us at Night Broadcasting, I'm Colby Kemp. Thanks for joining us and supporting Night Athletics. Go Knights.